All right, guys, we are live, and I guess I should say I'm live. Pat will not be joining us tonight for this live stream. He's actually busy with the family right now, don't want to hold it against him, but he won't be here tonight. Really excited about the opportunity we have with our national team tonight to qualify for the World Cup, and I want to get into that scenario a little bit more, and also look at the roster when it gets announced. But also wanted to take a look at Mexico tonight and hear kind of your guys' feedback on what you think from our performance on Thursday. So before we get into that, let's roll the intro.
Yeah, we got AVT and PAT. They talking about young Americans overseas. We got McKinney, Plissick, Raina, and Des. Got that red, white, and blue. USA on the crest from England, Germany, from Belgium to Spain. Racking up all the medals on the trophy train. Got one thing on their mind. We're scaling some love. One day we can say we will win the World Cup.
All right, so let's talk a little bit more about that game against Mexico. Overall, I thought we played pretty well in that game. I thought we came out with the right intensity. I thought we really took it to Mexico and made the game tough for them, right? Playing in a unique environment for us and one that they're very familiar with. I thought it was really going to come down to kind of our motivation for that game and kind of the way we approached it. And I thought we did a really good job. We had two golden opportunities to score, right? The Christian Plissick, miss from close range. That was pretty brutal. You saw him really feel that miss as well. And that was definitely a tough moment for him. And then later in the game too, right? Jordan Pifak, I should say, just a really bad shot on goal after Gio did so great setting him up there. So I feel like, again, I want to pitch it to you guys as we get some more people here into the stream. What is your takeaway from our game against Mexico? Do you think it was a good result, right? We need some points this window. We talked last time about 5 points being kind of the floor for us. So a point in Mexico definitely helps us in achieving that goal. Or do you think we really should have, won that game, right? We had the opportunities. We really should have, gotten more out of that game. I'd be curious to kind of hear from you all. And maybe you can give me a rating, basically. What would you rate our performance against Mexico from last time, from Thursday? I know it's still kind of early here, so we're still getting some people into the chat. Yeah. And I can give my rating too before we get some comments here. Personally, again, I thought a point on the road against a team like Mexico, obviously our rivalry with them, kind of the history that we have and not being able to win a game at Estadio Azteca. I thought it was a great result. I thought we played with, again, good intensity. We didn't capitalize on the chances, but overall, I would probably give our performance, I think, a 7 out of 10. Again, I think it helps us in achieving our goal of qualifying, getting that point down there. I thought overall we played pretty well, right? I thought we really did a good job breaking Mexico down, making them really have to defend us. And then when they came on the attack, right, we were alert and awake. I thought Zach Steffen did a pretty good job, organizing us at the back. Even looking at some of the defenders, right? Walker Zimmerman, Miles Robinson, he picked up that yellow card kind of earlier on in the game, which made me a little fearful. But overall, I thought, our defense did a really good job of kind of shutting them down as well. So I thought that was really positive. And again, I think it starts off this window, right? It's such a, this window is obviously the most important one of the entire qualifying cycle. But in terms of what we need to do in this window, and how we need to play, how we need to be intentional with our play on the field. I thought it was a really good start in that Mexico game. So, I would say, that kind of carries us into this game tonight. Looking ahead, Panama right now sits 5th in the table. So, they're really going to be going to be fighting tonight to get a result. Essentially, they're trying to play for that playoff spot, and they're going to do all they can to get it. And obviously, this being a home game will really help us and give us a lot more confidence going into the game. But I don't know. I think when you think about how they usually play us, right? Panama, they're usually a team that kind of bunkers in, doesn't really allow us much space defensively, or offensively for us, defensively for them. They really sit 11 behind midfield for us and make it difficult. I'm not sure if you're going to see that tonight. I mean, they need to do all they can to win this game and get the points on the road. So you might see more of an open game tonight. You might see some of their players being more taking more risks, right? And really trying to attack down the wings, really trying to stretch us defensively. And I think if they do come out and play that way, I think that's really going to play into our game plan and make life a little bit easier for us, honestly. It's really tough to kind of take on a team when they're so bunkered down and create chances from open play, right? When teams are really just bunkered in. It's going to be tough if that happens, right? But I think if that doesn't happen in this game, then I really think it'll be good for us, right? It'll get us some more opportunities to kind of create space inside, right, and kind of use that space to set up chances and create hopefully shooting opportunities for whoever starts at striker tonight, which I think is also another interesting topic, and one we'll probably see here in the next few minutes when the roster is released. I'm just going to check that real quick. Yes, it actually is out. So I guess we will go to that now. Let me just throw up a banner real quick. And again, I know people are still filtering in through to the live stream. And I know it's a Sunday night too, so it's not the most, not the best time for a game or a live stream. But just want to go through the roster, which is now finally out, or I should say officially out. And upon first glance, there's some interesting names on the team sheet, I would say. Just to go through it, I guess we have Zach Steffen in goal. So again, he is on a yellow card tonight. So he just needs to be careful, with his play. I think, Pat said last time, right? And Pat's a big Ethan Horvath guy. If he does end up picking up another yellow card for some reason, then I think we can have a lot of faith in Ethan Horvath, but just something to keep, in mind and be mindful of for him. We see Shaq Moore coming to the team, right? So he was called up after last game when DeAndre Yedlin picked up that second yellow card and, forcing him to miss tonight. And there was that big debate on Twitter, right? Shaq Moore versus Joe Scali. We've covered Shaq Moore for, I don't know, close to 3 to 4 years now. So we've really seen kind of how his career has progressed. And again, I think last summer you got to see a lot of him at the Gold Cup. I thought he was great, right? He provides a lot of, I would say a lot of speed down the wing. He is more of a defensive minded player, which I personally like. I think, we have so many different, attacking wingbacks on our team, or not wingbacks, but fullbacks on our team, right? DeAndre Yedlin likes to get forward. Serginho Dest likes to get forward. I really like how Shaq Moore prioritizes defense. And I really think he's a smart player too. Just in terms of how he approaches the game, again, being smart in when to get forward, right? Picking his moments in the game. So, I'm someone who watches the Bundesliga a lot. I think Joe Scali has taken a lot of steps forward this year, especially being, this his first full season in the Bundesliga. I think there's a lot to be excited about, and I think he's going to have a big future with the USMNT. However, I kind of tended to side with, the Shaq Moore camp. I think, again, just his experience he got at Gold Cup last summer. You're talking about a player coming in and really just having to, go out there with little time with the group, right? He's barely been there with being called up now. after last game. So he's only been in the camp now for a few days. Joe Scali's still kind of learning that whole national team rhythm out. He's only really been in, I think, one camp so far this season. So I think it makes a lot of sense to use Shaq Moore in this situation as opposed to Joe Scali. And yeah, I'm excited for him to get on the field tonight and kind of, integrate with these guys. I think you're going to see a lot of positive play from him tonight. Looking ahead at a few more players here in the lineup. So we've got Walker Zimmerman back on the pitch, which is great. I thought he played really well last game. I thought he's been pretty consistent, throughout the past year. So like that. We also have Tyler Adams keeping that spot. He's another player that's also on a yellow card, but we all know how important he is to this team, not only as a leader, but also just on the pitch, right? With no Weston McKennie, no Brendan Aronson, Gio Reyna now, not starting these games, right? He's on the starting lineup tonight either. We really need just those star players to be in the game every time out. So good to see him on the pitch tonight from the start. Anthony Robinson as well, left back, who's really claimed that spot this year, which is awesome to see. Really been consistent. And again, another player I thought played pretty well against Mexico. I thought he picked his moments of when to attack and really put Mexico under pressure and also defensively put them under pressure, right? Like he was really doing a good job closing them down on the left wing and, again, choosing the moments when he took gambles, right, and took risks trying to poke a ball away or, press up and try and disrupt a Mexico player who had the ball. I really thought he did a good job last game. And yeah, he's pretty much the only left back on our team right now. I think George Bello got called up with Serginho Dest's injury. So, I think it makes a lot of sense to put him in this game from the start. We also have Yunus Musa back on the pitch. So he was a player who was subbed out last game. So not his best game, I would say, against Mexico. I thought he had some bright moments, at times in the game. I thought overall he's just he played a pretty average game. And I say that in, good terms of the word or good sense of the word. I thought he did a good job just keeping possession. He had some moments where he combined down the wing with Tim Weah in that game. And I just think, again, in a game like this, you really need to have your best players on the pitch, right? We're trying to go for 3 points and players that are technically, skill wise, right, better than the other team. And I really, rate Yunus Musa, in that area. So I like seeing him on the pitch here. Someone who may be a little bit different than that take would be Paul Arriola. So I'm guessing Paul will be out on the right wing. Yes, because Christian Plissick is the next player on this roster list. So we'll have Christian Plissick on the left, which again, he got some criticism for his performance against Mexico. I don't think it was as bad as people were saying. I thought, throughout the game, he had his moments where he, tried to influence the game. And again, he missed that big opportunity, that big chance, right? That sucks for him. But overall, I thought he did a good job in that game of, again, just trying to pick his moments of when to attack and when to push up field. And yeah, I think, again, he needs to be playing these games. He's fully fit, right? He has no injuries that we know of. So, yeah, again, he's trying to avenge us from not making the last World Cup. So if I'm him, I'm wanting to play every single game this window, and show, Greg Berhalter that, I'm the man for this team and that we're going to go to the World Cup this time around. That's kind of my take on him. Paul Arriola. Yeah, I think we need to rotate this window, right? We really need to rely on the depth we have. And again, I think Paul Arriola is someone who is a tireless worker, someone who's constantly going to be working for the team, running up and down the pitch. I think he provides some good quality from time to time. I think he's a pretty inconsistent player, to be honest, in terms of his touch and, some of his, when he shoots the ball, right? Sometimes he has some great shots. Sometimes he has some shots that just go, to the moon, essentially. But I think, again, he's a player who knows his role in this team. And I think tonight he's going to, try and be more of that facilitator, right? And be the person who, works for the team and defends for the team. And, I don't have a problem with him starting tonight. Miles Robinson is our other center back pairing with Walker Zimmerman. So again, he's on a yellow card. So I honestly was expecting Greg to rotate Aaron Long in tonight, or even EPB, who we got to see in some minutes last game against Mexico. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest, to see Miles in the game from the start. But overall, he's obviously, I would say right now, and especially in this camp, right, our best center back. So, having him on the field shows again our intent for tonight, and I think that's good. Luca De La Torre is the next name on the list. Luca finally gets that start for us. After the game against Minnesota, or in Minnesota, right? He played so well in that game. We didn't see him last time out, which I think was a smart move. It just, that game seemed it seemed like a tough game for his skill set. And the same kind of with Gianluca Busio, right? Players that like to have space to create. They're not the most defensive minded players, which is fine. But this game tonight, we really need, more of those creative players, and players who, look to unlock defenses, right? We talked about a little bit earlier that, tonight we're either going to see Panama sit back and, defend with 11 behind the ball, or we're going to see them really go out and try and push for those 3 points. They're going to have to win this game essentially to keep their hopes alive for the playoff position. So, I really think you could see them go either way with it, right? I think they could try and come out and play a little bit conservative, and then, maybe push later in the game once it's, if we get into the second half and the game's still tied, then maybe you see them open it up a little bit more. But part of me thinks they're going to come out tonight and just try and take it to us, which I think will play right into our favor, and really make things a little bit easier for us. So I think Luca De La Torre, especially in that second scenario, is a great player to have on the pitch. And then starting up top for us tonight, I was curious to see what Greg would do, right? We saw Ricardo Pepi start last game. Not his best game, right? And we know the story with him at Augsburg right now, really struggling to kind of settle in. But overall, I thought he played okay last game. I thought he did some positive work up top. Again, just trying to harass Mexico's back line. Had some times where he got on the ball and made some, smart passes, but nothing that was, he didn't get really any chances to my memory. And he also didn't really set anyone up. So, all in all, it was a pretty average game. And then you come on and, sub on Jordan Pefok, gets that golden opportunity and just completely misses it. I was curious to see, what Greg would do. Would he go with one of those two guys, or would he go with someone like who we see tonight, Jesus Ferreira in the game, and a player who's started off MLS, his MLS season hot, right? He had that hat trick leading into this international window. He seems to be, just from the game time I've seen in MLS, a lot more confident in what he wants to do this season, and is really trying to take that next step in his career. So, if he has a really good game tonight, maybe that puts him back into the striker conversation, right? As who should be our starting striker, consistently going forward. So yeah, all in all, I think this roster tonight will really help set us up to win this game and really capitalize again on how Panama will play, right? I think I just like how we've rotated in this game. I think having Christian on the field is really important. And also, again, we have some depth on the bench, right? We have Gio Reyna not starting this game. Actually see a comment here from KCV. He says, kind of disappointed Reyna isn't starting, but he should be the first option off the bench if we are still 0-0 at like the 60th minute. Yeah, and I think, again, showing what he provided us coming off the bench against Mexico, no doubt, KCV. I really think he should be that first option we go to tonight. And honestly, I think it could go either way, right? We could use him in midfield. We could use him on the wings. And I think, no matter where we use him, again, he's just a quality upgrade, right? He's probably, the second best player on this team, third best player on this team, maybe behind, Plissick and Tyler Adams. But I really think, he's going to be, again, kind of in that same role that we saw him against Mexico, coming off the bench, second half, asking him to really help be a creator for us, and hopefully we're not 0-0, in the 60th minute, like you said there, KCB. But hopefully we're up a little bit, and he can kind of be that spark in the second half to, let some of our other guys take a rest and give him some time to create on the pitch. I'm curious to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about this roster? Do you think the approach that we've taken tonight with some of the players that we're rotating in is a good approach, or do you think we should have kept some players from the Mexico game in the starting lineup? Want to open it up to you guys. What do you guys think? Do you have any comments? What are your thoughts on the roster? Feeling like 3 points? Better be 3 points at home. We got another comment here for KCV. It says, I think it's good. Only small issue is Areola, but he can offer his speed and his workload off the ball. Yeah, I think again, we know Paul Arriola is a tireless worker. He's a team player. So yeah, I don't have a problem with him starting this game, especially if, like you said, we have Gio Reyna on the bench, someone that, if Paul Arriola is not having his best game, or we're just not looking cohesive on the field tonight and kind of come out sluggish, then, we can go to a player that has a little bit more quality than him. And we also have some other options too, right? We have Tim Weah, who could come off the bench, who played, I think it was 65 or so minutes last game, who could also be an option for us. And then, he played 60 minutes last game. And then we also, have some other quality, players who could kind of come in at other positions too, right? We've got Gianluca Busio, who could help provide us some depth in midfield, or just a different look in midfield, right? Someone who could, again, prove to be a creator for us. We also have, trying to see who else was available for tonight. Yeah, I think, up top we have, those striker options we talked about too, right? Ricardo Pepi could come in, Jordan Pefok, Jordan Morris even is another option, even out wide, we could see. So, I see you got some more comments here too. Thoughts on Moore? He's okay, I think. Should be okay at this level, but at a higher level, I would be concerned. I predict a 2-0 win, Plissick and Zimmerman goals. Yeah, I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. I personally, and I'd love to hear your guys' opinion too in the comments, but I like the Shaq Moore call-up over Joe Scali personally. And again, this is coming from me as a Bundesliga fan, love watching Joe Scali, especially this year. He's someone I've tuned in to a lot this year to watch games of him. And I think, again, he's going to play a really big role for us down the line. He's, got such a great future. I think maybe even a World Cup call-up could be in his plans too. But I think in the moment right now, and just with the experience that Shaq Moore gained at the Gold Cup last summer, I really think that it makes a lot of sense to call him up in this moment. I think he's someone, again, we talked about a little bit earlier, is more of a defensive-minded player, someone who, again, knows his role in the team. He's going to come in and just be steady. I think he did, a really good job of that at the Gold Cup this summer, and has been, slowly building over his career, right? He's still over there in Spain. He's someone who we've been covering him for a few years now. He's someone that I feel like has gotten better over time, and is just a pretty, quiet player, but someone that is also just pretty dependable, right? I think he's smart about when he chooses to get forward. Again, he has the speed to kind of get back and cover. And again, I think tonight, we're going to see us hopefully on the front foot more. So I think, having some flexibility, right? And having him drop back if Panama gets on a counter, or just being more aware of that might be a better play for us. So yeah, I think he's fine. And I love your 2-0 prediction too. So yeah, Plissick and Zimmerman. Okay, that's fair. We'll get into maybe some more predictions a little bit later on. Uh, oh yeah, KCV says Tim Way is suspended. Sadly, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Um, yeah, Yedlin is also suspended. Yep, which we talked about. Um, yeah. So do you have any more thoughts on the roster for tonight? Is there anyone else you guys, is there any people out there who thought, maybe we go with a different striker up top? Is there anyone else who thought maybe Gio Reyna should have started tonight instead of Paul Areola? Okay. Well, yeah, I guess let's move now real quick into just want to again cover the scenarios for us to qualify tonight, right? So, if we win tonight, it makes us it makes the job a lot more easy, right? So if we win against Panama, then Costa Rica just has to draw or lose to El Salvador, and again, El Salvador is I believe in 7th place in CONCACAF standings. No, they actually moved up into 6th. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens in that game. I think that's actually going on right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So, a quick score update: Costa Rica is beating El Salvador 2-1. So, it looks like maybe we're gonna have to wait until the last day of the window here. But if El Salvador is able to bring, pull off another goal here before the game ends, then a win tonight would basically secure our World Cup berth, which is really exciting, right? We haven't been to the World Cup since 2014. Obviously, last cycle was such a brutal experience. So if we're able to get the win tonight, at least that gives us again, our future's in our own hands, right? So if we win tonight, then it gets us, it really sets us up well for the last game of the season against Costa Rica in Costa Rica, which last time we talked about, we haven't won there ever. So, we need to get that win tonight and again, make sure our destiny is in our own hands. And then, the other option is if we draw tonight, we could still qualify if Costa Rica loses. So, yeah, I don't think we should be, gunning for a draw tonight or even satisfied with the draw. We have to get all 3 points at home. And again, I feel confident in our roster tonight to accomplish that, right? Like this Panama team just drew against Honduras, and Honduras is the worst team in CONCACAF. So we need to come in with that mentality that, we can't underestimate them. We got to give them the respect that they're due to some extent, but we need to be professional and realize that this is a game we need to come out, assert our dominance right from the start, and really take care of business to help us achieve our ultimate goal of qualifying for the World Cup. Yeah, we'll give you some more updates about that Costa Rica game throughout the live show here. I think we're going to end somewhere close around like 6:50. So if this game, well, we probably won't see the end of this game or have a final result, but it'll be close to the end of the game, when the live show's over. So be kind of interesting to see how that plays out. We've got another comment here from KCV. He says, good points about Moore. Hopefully Scali convinces Greg this summer and can show what he's capable of, but nervous before kickoff. Yeah, I think KCV, we're all a little bit nervous. This game is, again, we need to pick up 3 points. It's a must-win game. So, yeah, I know I got a little bit of nerves going myself. So you're not alone there. So I think to get into kind of the fun part, right? We love to do live streams to hear from you guys and kind of hear what your opinions are about the game. So does anyone have any score predictions for tonight? I know KCV, you had a score prediction, 2-0 to us, and Plissick and Walker Zimmerman scoring. Does anyone else have any score predictions for tonight? Would love to talk through them. Who's going to score? Is it going to be Christian Plissick playing hero? Is it going to be someone out there like Luca De La Torre getting a goal? Could it be Miles Robinson? Could it be, I don't know, who else is on the team? In the team tonight. Yeah, I see KCV said, currently watching Costa Rica. I don't think El Salvador can tie, but I'm hoping they can. About 20 minutes left. Yeah, and that game, I believe, is in Costa Rica, right? Trying to see here. I'm never good at remembering where games are supposed to be played. Oh, no, that game is actually in El Salvador. So, okay. Yeah, and KCV says they are bunkered down right now. It's hard for El Salvador to break them down. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess, if we were in that position, that's probably what we would be doing too if it means keeping our World Cup hopes alive against a lesser team. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, does anyone else have any predictions? I see we got some more people in the stream. Just want to open it up to you guys. Any score predictions for tonight? My personal prediction is that we're going to win 3-0. Again, I think we're going to come out and really show people that this team is ready to, put what happened last time behind them. I think we're going to come out and be very intentional about the way we play and really try and just show people that, this is our time. This is our World Cup. We're going to go, we're going to qualify for this World Cup. We're going to put those doubts to sleep. And obviously, if Costa Rica don't help us out tonight and we can't qualify tonight, then we're going to do everything we can to put ourselves in the best position going into the last day of the window against Costa Rica. So I really think, 3-0 tonight. I'm going to go, I'll go Plissick starting off the scoring. I'll say, I'll kind of go out there. I'll say Jesus Ferreira gets the second goal. And then I think we'll get another from maybe one of the subs. I'll say Gio Reyna comes on and gets a goal, whether that's, from open play or via penalty. We'll wait and see. But I think we're really set up well tonight. To I don't know. I just feel like that Mexico game, even though we didn't get the win, I think just getting that result and coming out in the way we did in that game, really hopefully will set us up in this game to get 3 points and help us just play that free flowing style that we do and not be afraid to take chances and just go at teams, right? Put teams off balance, make them uncomfortable and just not play within ourselves too much. I feel like a lot of times we play down to our competition and I'm really just hoping that, again, the game we played against Mexico will help us, carry that momentum, I think, into this game. And, if we capitalize on some opportunities we had in that game, things could have went a little bit differently. And if we do that tonight, then I think, we should be able to take care of business, no doubt. Yeah, KCV says here, if they don't help us today, we will make them pay on Wednesday. Well, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, if we can't get their help tonight, then we'll crush them on Wednesday. Let's hope. Hey, I see Sam is in the chat now, so he's got a prediction for us. He says 2-1 U.S. All right, so who are the goal scorers for the U.S.? Who do you think is going to score for us? Curious to hear your thoughts. I do like that score prediction, even though we give up a goal. Again, 3 points tonight is 3 points, so I don't care how we get it done. Yeah, who do you guys think will be man of the match tonight? Do you think we're going to get kind of a resurgence from Christian tonight? Do you think he's going to be our best player or most influential player in the game tonight? Do you think it'll be someone else kind of stepping up? Curious to kind of hear your guys' thoughts. It'll be Gio coming off the bench, playing hero again. What an awesome run, right? Last game against Mexico, like, oh my god, that was pretty cool. And then Greg gives him the Maradona shout, which I don't know. I think I could see why he said it, but I don't know. It's it's kind of an interesting comparison. I see we got some more comments coming here. KCV says, surprised. Ferreira man of the match for him. So interesting. Yeah, it's a pretty bold choice, I would say there for you, KCV. Yeah, I mean, if he can play up to the level of man of the match, that would be awesome for us, and I think that would really go a long way in helping us win this game. So yeah, let's see what he can do. Right, I feel like we started to get so set on Ricardo Pepi being our starting striker. And again, I still like the qualities he brings to the pitch. I like the qualities he brings to our team. But again, that club form is kind of concerning. And hopefully it doesn't affect his play when he's for the national team or with the national team. But I think again, we can't be sold on him as our starting striker just yet for some of those reasons. So hey, this is Jesus Ferreira's, time to shine. This is his opportunity. So if he can step up big tonight, then yeah, I think anything's possible down the road. And I see Sam responded. He says Reyna or Zimmerman. So yeah, I think again those are two smart picks as well. Zimmerman, I think is going to be him and Miles Robinson. I think are going to be important tonight, right? I think there's going to be a lot of, well, maybe not a lot, but I think there's going to be some opportunities where, hey, Panama is going to be able to counter and kind of get numbers on us, or at least get, put us under pressure. And I think, Walker Zimmerman, Miles Robinson, one or both of them are really going to have to step up and, again, do really well in that 1v1 defending. That's something that both defenders are pretty decent at. Miles Robinson, I would say, is probably our best one-on-one defender. So I really feel confident if they get put in that situation. Also the same with Zach Steffen too, right? Like you saw it a few times in that Mexico game where we had to rely on him to kind of make some plays and take some of the pressure off our defense. And he rose to the occasion. So I think I think that's a smart pick. And then also Gio Reyna, we just talked about it, right? Such an awesome cameo from him last game, and I think he's just playing inspired. He's finally back on the pitch after such a long time being out. I think he's really just taking a lot of solace in that, and really just enjoying the moment right now, right? It must feel so, I don't know if rewarding is the right word, but it just must feel so, he's just must be so relieved, right? That that he's finally back on the pitch and making an impact for his team. Because it's tough when you're out with an injury, right? It's hard to feel like you're, part of the group and, fully contributing to what's going on. I'm sure it was difficult for him to see everything that we've been doing and, some of these results that we haven't been getting, and knowing that, he hasn't been able to be there to help us with it, had to be tough for him. So, yeah. I see Huss is here again. He says, when is the World Cup draw? That's a great question. I see KCV says April 1st. Let me see if I can find that. Because I know the playoff still has to happen for all the regions. Let me see if I can just find this answer real quick. Yeah, it's April 1st. Mm-hmm. So KCV, you're spot on. Yeah, so that's literally what, Friday, right? So we'll that'll be a really interesting day for us to kind of see, hopefully, who will be playing and what our group is like. That's really exciting that's that close. I hope it's exciting. I feel like, now I'm getting a little nervous about about that. Yeah, Huss, I'm feeling the same way. Wow, it's coming up soon. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, does anyone else have anything they're looking to tonight? Is there anything, what would be your key to the game tonight? Is there something that the U.S. should keep in mind, coming out tonight in a must-win situation against a team that, is also in a must-win situation, right? They're definitely going to be trying to, pick up points to keep their World Cup dreams alive. Is there anything that you guys think we should be keying on or looking out for? Is there a certain way we should be playing tonight? Should we be conservative in the first half? Should we be super aggressive? I think we've, rotated our lineup fairly well for tonight's game. Again, do you have any thoughts on that? Do you think we've over rotated our lineup? Do you think it's kind of the right amount? Kind of curious to hear, one last time from you guys. And I see us saying last World Cup we had a nightmare group. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we make it. Knock on wood. Hopefully we make it. And yeah, who we're paired with. It could be a really tough draw for us, or it could be somewhat of a more favorable draw. I think for us, and correct me if I'm wrong. Curious to hear anyone else's opinion on this, but if we do get to the World Cup, I personally would love to see, a draw kind of in the middle, right? I want to see our group tested. I want to see them overcome, or just rise to the occasion of playing good teams and beating them in a World Cup setting. So obviously I'm not hoping we get drawn into the group of death, but again, at that stage, at that level, what we've gone through, I think it would be a really cool story to kind of go to the World Cup and, prove to people that we're a legit team and, hopefully a legit contender for 2026. I see Huss says here, go all out attack versus Panama. No disrespect to Panama, but anything but a comfortable win would be a disappointment. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think, we're all in the same mindset. We need to pick up 3 points tonight. We need to, and again, no disrespect, you said. I think, again, we need to come out and be aggressive right from the start, and not sit back and be conservative, thinking that we, will eventually get a goal in this game. And again, I think in respecting, in coming out aggressive, I think that's respecting them, right? Like we got to play them again, the way they're going to be playing us. They're going to be wanting to keep their World Cup hopes alive. So, we need to be ready for that kind of slant for this game. KCV says here, agree with Huss. We should go all out from the first minute. Yeah, I fully agree as well. He's got a quick little game update for us. KCV here. We've got about 8 minutes to go in regulation. And he says these past 10 minutes have all been Costa Rica while El Salvador tries to score. So yeah, we'll see, if we can have El Salvador score another goal and pull out a draw. I feel like that would ease some of my nerves right now. I don't know about you guys, but again, we don't want to rely on their results, but yeah, it would be cool to qualify tonight, or at least have an opportunity to qualify tonight. Sam says Luca will have a good game. All right, Sam, I'm holding you to it. You're officially going to be Luca's spokesperson from now on. So we got KCV here also saying we should be careful of Panama. Also, they're going to go out. Yep, that's what I've been saying this whole live show. So yeah, fully agree with that. Are Canada through? That's a great question. Does anyone know if Canada is officially through yet? They're sitting right now at 28 points. They played, that was today. Yeah, so they just beat Jamaica today 4-0. So I think that means they're through. I don't think there's any way they wouldn't be able to qualify, because they would essentially be, if we won tonight, they'd be 3 points ahead of us. So yeah, I would have to say they're definitely in the World Cup. Yeah, Sam says just waking up, saw the lineup. Yeah, Canada are in the World Cup. So yeah, and that's great for them. This is a US centric show. Yeah, Huss says huge for the Canadians. Yeah, I mean, I think what they've been able to do, right, having to qualify, in the way they did, right? They were not in that first group. They had to go through basically the rest of CONCACAF to even get a shot in the Ocho. And, we knew they had the quality, right? It was just because of the FIFA rankings and, how COVID kind of screwed up what games were played over the past year, but we knew they had the quality, and they really showed it in this World Cup qualifying cycle that, they're here to compete. They're going to be going to the World Cup, this fall, and again, trying like us to show people how good of a team they are and how much potential they have down the line. Alphonso Davies, coming back from that health, scare, right, with the heart issue, he'll hopefully be back full strength here soon. Jonathan David is really killing it for Lille this year, really kind of coming into his own, and is a really big time player. I think I just saw something about him being, I don't know. They didn't have Alphonso Davies on the list, but he's, higher valued, I think, on transfer market right now than Christian Plissick, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, I think they've got a lot of opportunity going forward. They've done a good job, like us, of recruiting, dual nationals to help build out that team as well. So yeah, I think it's great to kind of see them, go to the World Cup, and again, sets them up for 2026 as well, right? That joint bid that they're in as well. Yeah, that was supposed to be, their first World Cup in a while that they've been a part of, but now they're going this World Cup, and that's awesome. Winning CONCACAF too, which is pretty crazy. Huss says, "I just wish Alphonso Davies was American." Can you imagine? Yeah, that'd be pretty legit. Especially with Jonathan David, right, coming from New York. Woo, it'd be great to poach both of their best players. Wacky refuses to congratulate the Canadians. That's funny. And then, yeah, KCB just says the same thing I was saying. Yeah, Jonathan David could represent us and be our number 9. That'd be pretty legit. So, yeah, it looks like we're still 2-1 Costa Rica over El Salvador, with 3 minutes now to go. So, we'll see. Yeah, I think, just to kind of wrap up our live stream, want to give some people some time to get their streams of the game set. I know I want to get my stream set, see the national anthems and things like that. So we'll end a little bit earlier today, like we did last time. But overall, I'm really excited about this game. I think just again, the way we played against Mexico was the right way to start this window off. And I think tonight you're going to see more of the same, the same way we played against Mexico. I hope we come out that same way and again, attack, be direct in our approach, take players on, not settle for half chances, really just try and put that defense under pressure, and yeah, just be smart about how we want to attack this team that could either, again, be sitting back and trying to defend until later in the game, or a team that could just be coming out trying to disrupt us, be those agitators, right? We'll see some concacaffery tonight. That could be in the cards. So yeah, I just think we need to set the tone for the game right from the first minute on. And I have faith in our guys. I really think we're gonna be able to pull out this win tonight. So last few comments here before we sign off for tonight. Got to respect Costa Rica. They sit back, handle the pressure well, and kill the time. Yeah, that could be some foreshadowing for us. Next game, right? We got to be ready for that. And again, we could deal with some of that tonight. So yeah, I think we can wait to talk about that or think about it. Tonight's going to be all about breaking down Panama. It's not enjoyable. Huss also says, enjoy the games, folks. See you later. Thanks for hopping on, Huss. It's great to have you here. Sam says, near miss by El Salvador. So maybe we should all tune into that game and see the end of it. But no, I think, yeah, I'm excited for the game. I hope you guys are as well. Thanks for coming out, watching our live stream tonight. I know it was a little bit dry with just me here, but Pat will be back with me Wednesday. He was actually looking to make a quick cameo with his son, but unfortunately wasn't able to get that for you guys. But with that being said, thanks again for hopping on. And yeah, let's go USA. Let's go get the 3 points. All right. See you guys later.